Are we ready? Thank you for joining us again today. Our goal is to help you improve yourself so that you can, in turn, make a contribution to your community or your society or to your fellow human being. Our grand mission is that collectively we can make our world a much better place for all. So let's get started. Our topic today is be aware that you are on the move. Be aware that you are on the move. You are on the move. I want to bring this to your attention because many people do not realize that they are on the move, but so much is going on. That's why I want to bring to your attention under this topic. Be aware that you are on the move. Everything around us is constantly moving. The wind is moving. The summer comes and goes. The winter comes and goes. The spring comes and goes. The earth in which we live is moving at a great speed. Your body and your body parts are constantly moving. I want to say that again. Your body and your body parts are constantly moving. For example, your eyelids blink about 20,000 times a day. At rest, each heartbeat pumps a third of a cup of blood around the body. At this rate, it would take just 15 minutes to fill 4 buckets with blood. The red blood cells are made at the rate of about 180 million per second. I want to say that again. The red blood cells are made at the rate of about 180 million per second. I like this biological fact because it tells me the complexity. It tells me how uniquely we are made as individuals, in the image of God for that matter. We are constantly passing through different situations of life every day. We move from one situation to another. The governments are constantly changing around the world. Politicians are constantly being changed. Judges are being changed. The changes are movements. These movements are universal laws of nature. I want to say this again. These movements are universal laws of nature. The law of nature is that nothing is static. Everything must move and must keep moving. Everything must move and must keep moving. As we move, we are also following another law of nature. Entering. We move from one situation to enter another situation. This is what developmental psychologists call passages. Moving from infancy to childhood. From childhood to adolescence, from adolescence to old age, and finally to death. In our career development, we have entry positions. One job position may take us to another job position, most of the time to a new location. This again may mean we are leaving one location and entering another location. We move from poverty to riches, and sometimes from riches to poverty. Every change, every movement, every situation, and every entry represent some degree of challenge. And this is what I want to bring attention to for every one of us under this lesson. The true measure of all human beings is how they manage these challenges and changes. So your true measure, how you live, either productive life, a progressive life, successful life, is how you manage these challenges and changes. So it is important, therefore, that you train yourself to be awake all the time. Train yourself to understand all these changes that are taking place around you. Understanding these micro and macro economic changes that are taking place around you. Understand the political changes that are taking place around you. All the social changes that are taking place around you. All types of changes, all the challenges that come on your way, all the things that are happening, the noises that are happening around you. You must train yourself to know when to move on and know when to stay. Know when to change your career and know when to stay on your job. The Bible has given us a clue on how to handle this matter. And I love this. The Bible says, be as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove. Found this very fascinating. These two contrasting examples that the Bible instructs us to be as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove. Well, digging into this, I understand that to be as harmless as a dove in this context means do not intentionally cause negative disturbance to your environment. Don't do that. Do not create chaos to your new situations. Do not panic when faced with a challenge, but be as harmless and as peaceful as a dove. Well, but you got to be wise as a serpent, which means that you must always be alert. You must be diligent and vigilant and be prepared and be ready for action and prudence. That's the link with the comparison being as wise as a snake or as wise as a serpent. That's the comparison there. It is significant to note that a serpent, as being compared here, a snake is the only creature whose brain cells are at work when it is fast asleep. Fascinating to me. A snake is the only creature when it is even asleep. The snake will be, wide awake because the brain cells of a snake are at work even when it is sleeping. This is the reason why when a snake is sleeping, its eyes are still wide open. Now, there's a great lesson to be learned here. A great lesson is that no human condition is static. Your current condition is not permanent. Believe that. You were not born to be permanently poor. You were not born to remain permanently on the lower economic ladder. You were not born to remain permanently in the middle class on economic ladder. You were not born to be permanently sick and weakly. Be ready for a better change on your path. Take a plunge for the big and better change that may be coming your way. Launch out into the deep. Be ready. A big and better change that is coming your way. It's all yours. So I want you to remember, in conclusion, I want you to remember this. Life is essentially a series of events to be lived through, rather than just intellectual riddles to be played with and solved. So I want you to go with confidence. I want you to go with boldness. I want you to go with energy, confidence, and confront any change and challenge that may come your way. Remember one thing: the best is still yet to come. I thank you for the opportunity to share with you again. We'll see you in the next presentation.